decision to open fire violates typical police protocol, even if the car did almost strike another bouncer.
Shooting at a car, maybe trying to shoot at someone, but you could miss. The car is moving. You could hit the driver, is that your target? Someone in the back, or through the window and hit an innocent person walking by.
So we told you that reserve officer's now on modified duty, but so far there's no word whether he'll face charges for his part in this. We do want to report and let you know that the person who was behind the wheel who almost hit the bouncer is now facing a charge of felonious assault. We are live this morning. Matthew Smith, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you for diving into that one this morning and that live report, Matthew.
Well, 3 people are charged with shooting at ATF agents in Detroit. Prosecutors say Kevin Young and Aaron Shooks, you can see them right there, they both opened fired, and they were read a list of charges, including 2 counts of assault with intent to murder in that shooting that happened on Monday on the city's east side. Investigators say this woman right here, Demisha Few, was also with the men at the time, and she is being charged with carrying a concealed weapon.
6:07, President Trump standing by his claims that he is vindicated by the release of the redacted Muller report.
But Democrats in Congress saying that is not true. The investigation by special counsel Robert Mueller found no evidence of criminal conspiracy between the president or members of his campaign with Russia during the 2016 election. But the 448-page report outlines 11 possible instances of obstruction of justice without reaching a conclusion on the president's conduct. A political science professor at Oakland University says this debate is far from over.
We're at the end of a particular phase of this whole investigation, but Democrats on Capitol Hill will probably be able to take it and run with it for as long as they like.
Right now, Democrats are calling on Mueller to testify on Capitol Hill by the end of May.
And White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders is facing calls to resign after the release of the Mueller report. In that report, she admitted to federal investigators that she gave baseless information to the media after this dismissal of former FBI Director James Comey. Sanders told the special counsel's office that she had a slip of the tongue when she told reporters that countless members of the FBI had lost faith in the former FBI director. Sanders will be giving a response to the release of that report later this morning on Good Morning America.
6:09 right now. You're watching Action News this morning, and it was a proud night for journalists across the country.
WXYZ's parent company, EW Scripps, recognized the best in reporting during the Scripps Howard National Journalism Awards. A team from Michigan Radio picked up the Jack R. Howard Award, a $10,000 prize with that as well. And they got it for the podcast entitled Believed, covering the Larry Nassar scandal by giving a voice to survivors. You can watch last night's award ceremony on our WXYZ Facebook page. I want to salute all of the winners.
And I'm tracking rain this morning. It's widespread, and it's going to be likely a rainy start to the weekend, too, as we're getting back home later on today. So I'll track the rain. We'll take a look at the temperatures, too, and, of course, have your Easter Sunday weekend forecast coming up.
The roads are wet this morning. I've been telling you about a crash on 94 westbound at Cadieux. Kev, you can see the rain in that radar causing issues on the roads. We now have that crash cleared and a crash on the eastbound side of the road in the same spot. So we'll take a look at that in 7 minutes or less.
6:10 is the time right now. Making money off hemp, the new program trying to give Michigan farmers a leg up on the competition.
And next, the mystery solved. Well, we've learned about the search for this dad and daughter and the woman who snapped this photo moments before the cathedral caught fire. She's from here. She's a local. We have the story. Stay with us. You're watching 7 Action News this morning. Well, today is Good Friday, and we're actually now learning what may have been the cause in this week's fire at Notre Dame Cathedral. Police officials say it's likely an electrical short that happened and caused that building to burn. Sunday services will now take place at 2 other nearby churches, one of which itself was caught on fire earlier this month. Arson is suspected in that fire. And who could forget this photo, a dad and his daughter right in front of the cathedral just before it caught fire? Well, we have learned a woman named Brooke Windsor, that's who snapped this picture. She's from Fenton, and she was on vacation in Paris when she snapped this just before the cathedral caught fire. Of course, it sparked an international search for the dad and daughter dancing in front of the cathedral. And this morning we've learned they have been found. So they have that photo now in their possession. They told Brooke they want to stay anonymous, but they will definitely find a special place for that photo.
Tell you what a moment to capture just an hour before that fire. It's amazing. Well, today Christians the world over are observing Good Friday. Many services will be held for this, but one church is offering a special drive-through for busy worshipers today. That church, St. David's Episcopal Church in Southfield. They're giving away crosses and offering prayers and blessings for folks who drive up to the church. It's located on 12 Mile west of Greenfield, and these free crosses are made of olive wood and they come straight from Jerusalem. A church in Pontiac celebrating its 5th anniversary today with a Good Friday brunch and an open house. Grace Gospel Fellowship Church will start serving at 9 o'clock this morning. That church is located on East Huron Street near Woodward. 5 years ago on Easter, that church finished renovating its century-old building and opened to the public.
Well, members of the oldest mosque in Michigan are celebrating its 80th anniversary.
It's a big deal. The mosque is also one of the oldest in the entire country. The American Muslim Society was established in Dearborn back in 1938. Members plan to honor outstanding community members during a banquet tonight. It's happening at 6 o'clock at the Biblos Banquet Center on Chase Road in Dearborn. Elected officials and leaders from different faiths are invited.
Well, Michigan is launching a pilot program for farmers and processors who want to grow industrial hemp. The U.S. government says they will start a national program next year, but our state already allowed to grow industrial hemp, so we want to get started. Farmers and processors, they'll have to get a license and enter into a research agreement with the state. The Michigan Department of Agricultural and Rural Development is expected to schedule events where people can apply.
Time now is 6:16, and this was a really fun event and a special night. Make-A-Wish Michigan celebrating its 35th anniversary, and the organization's on track to grant its 10,000th wish this year, which is incredible here in the state of Michigan. Last night, the nonprofit held an appreciation event at the Suburban Collection Show Place in Novi. 18-year-old wish kid Jackson Pipe told the crowd how his trip to see Justin Verlander in person really lifted his spirits at a very dark time in his life. He handed out this year's awards, and I was totally honored to receive the Shining Star Award for emceeing and promoting the Walk for Wishes each year for the past decade. It's been a wonderful experience and, of course, a team effort by the WXYZ family. We are a proud media partner for the 21st annual Walk for Wishes. It's coming up, too. It's Saturday, May the 4th at the Detroit Zoo. Registration opens at 7 a.m. The walk starts at 9. If you'd like to register and join us, we hope you do, or you can make a donation online. Just go to walkforwishesmi.org. Every year, it is a sight to see all these kids and their parents and so many sponsors and supporters out there having a great day to make those wishes come true.
You lead the way for the walk, but you do work year-round for Make-A-Wish and all of the things that they do for our community. So great work there.
How many years did you say?
At least 10. I know I was tweeting at the one of them, so at least by 2009. I have to go back. But yeah, it's been a great time.
Yeah. Well, we have a rainy start, unfortunately, to tell you about for our Friday. And heading into, I know, what will likely be a busy weekend for most of you. It's raining outside right now, and it's just colder. It's going to be colder today. We're going to be in the 40s all day this morning and this afternoon. A live look over downtown Detroit. The roads are wet. We've seen light but steady rain all morning, and there's some heavier rain now just starting to pick up, especially west of Ann Arbor and along I-94. This is around Chelsea, farther south, all the way to Manchester. The rain's been heavy there, and a few pockets around Pittsfield, south of Ann Arbor on Saline, of slightly heavier rain. So the rain's been steady. The roads are wet. Be careful for the morning drive. Give yourself a little extra time. And we're going to see the steady rain last through at least the next few hours. And once we get to lunchtime and into the afternoon, I think we'll see more broken showers, where at times it's just going to be cloudy and you get a little bit of a break. And then we'll see some off and on light to moderate showers still throughout the evening. And then more rain's going to move in tonight. So on the Futurecast going all the way through noon. And at this point, it's kind of broken and spotty, and everybody really has an equal chance of getting some showers off and on this afternoon and through this evening. So it doesn't really matter where you live, around all the Metro Detroit area, all southeast Michigan, all the way up across the thumb. Chance of rain's going to continue overnight tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. So this is at 10:30 on the Futurecast. More rain pushing in overnight, and we could get a push of some heavier rain late tomorrow morning into early in the afternoon. So from about 10 a.m. through anywhere around 4 o'clock, could be some heavy rain tomorrow, and that'll be moving in from the southeast. And this storm system doesn't actually drift to the east until Sunday, and it does look drier for Sunday. So today, temperatures will be in the 40s. It's going to be cold. It's also going to get windy with gusts around 20 to 30 miles per hour this afternoon. And so your 7-day forecast, first couple of days today and tomorrow, just some rough weather. Cloudy, rainy, windy, cold. 46 today, 50 tomorrow, and still a good chance of some showers into tomorrow night. Sunday morning we'll start out with some cloud cover, but dry for Easter Sunday with highs back up then to about 66 degrees.
All right, on the roads right now, we are accident free now. We had some trouble on 94. We had 3 crashes so far this morning. This was the latest, and it just cleared moments ago. So good news there as you head out. I did want to also remind you of some construction that we're seeing 696 eastbound from Mound to Gratiot. We do have the 2 lanes closed until the 24th, so that's going to slow things down. Same deal westbound in Macomb County, 1 lane closed, 10 or 12 mile good alternate routes.
Time now 6:20, all new this morning. Some classic TV shows are returning to the small screen for a live recreation. Up next, the big-time celebrities who will be starring in the All in the Family and the Jeffersons remake.
Well, today's Workers Wanted segment is brought to you by United Shore. United Shore looking to fill new openings in mortgage underwriting fields at its location in Pontiac. That company says these jobs are great for college grads who are ready to get their start in United Shore's underwriting training and development program. Some of the perks of working for United Shore include a gourmet cafeteria, an in-house primary care doctor's office, and an on-site massage therapist. To find out more about United Shore and the link on our website, it's right there. Just click to apply /Workers Wanted. We'll be right back.
All right, today we have temperatures only in the 40s this morning and this afternoon in Royal Oak. Plan for rain all morning, and we'll see more broken showers with breaks from the rain at times this afternoon and this evening, but it gets windier later today. Wind gusts could be around 20 to 30 miles per hour. Bundle up, get the rain gear ready. It's going to be in the 40s today.
Wet conditions could cause some problems. Construction barrels certainly out there. Telegraph in both directions between 59 and Orchard Lake. Moving a little bit slower because the right lane is closed through April 26th.
Well, listen to this. Some classic TV shows are coming back to the small screen.
Episodes of The Jeffersons and All in the Family will be recreated for a live broadcast right here on ABC.
Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment.
The Jeffersons, a spin-off of All in the Family. Both shows ran in the 1970s.
I remember watching them. They were huge. Woody Harrelson, Marissa Tomei, Jamie Foxx, Wanda Sykes. They'll all be starring in these iconic comedies. Will Ferrell and Ellie Kemper are also set to make an appearance. Jimmy Kimmel's hosting a live recreation primetime special. It's going to air May 22nd. Right here on Channel 7. How about that?
That's fantastic. Also in 7, Good Morning America, just after Action News this morning.
And we want to check in with Ginger Z, live from New York, with a look ahead this morning. Good morning, Ginger.
Good morning, Anne-Marie and Alicia. Great to be with both of you this morning. I can't wait to see all those shows. Coming up here on GMA, though, we do have the latest on the new battle brewing after the release of the Mueller report. Democrats now, of course, calling for Robert Mueller and Attorney General William Barr to testify. Now a top Democrat and the White House press secretary, Sarah Sanders, will join us live to discuss. Also this morning, a deadly storm on the move. And as we head into Easter weekend, at least 3 people already killed in the south. Now, we've got the storm moving east, and there's actually what we call a moderate risk. It's been 3 years since parts of North Carolina have been in this heavy of a risk. We're going to see some significant damaging winds. We'll bring you that in case you're traveling. Plus, an ABC News exclusive, brand new video from inside that dramatic cave rescue showing the moment the hero diver was found alive and then pulled to safety. Also, we've got some great airline travel hacks before you book your summer trip. We're going to show you how one family saved hundreds of dollars on their trip so that you can do it too. It's all coming up here on a Friday edition of GMA.
We always love to save money and to go on vacations, right, Ginger?
Dreaming of that vacay now.
Well, this morning we're making it happen.
I love it.
Have a good weekend.
In our next half hour, of course, we here are following stories from Royal Oak, Westland, and Detroit.
And an investigation into 2 Detroit teachers underway right now. The misconduct they're being accused of, what the district wants parents to know.
And a mysterious substance appears in the water in Sterling Heights. It almost looks like milk. I'll tell you what the county is doing to keep it from spreading.
And we are following breaking news right now from the Detroit Red Wings. That's coming up next.
You're watching 7 Action News this morning, 6:27. We'll be right back.
Taking action for you. You're watching 7 Action News this morning.
Right now, a disturbing discovery. What we have learned about a milky substance found in the water in Sterling Heights.
We're tracking weather right now. It's going to be rainy. We also have a huge snake slithering on the roof. But Kev, what can we expect for Easter weekend?
Oh, well, it is a wet start, so rainy start. It's really cold outside this morning, too. So be careful on the roads. Check out the rain. On first look top the radar, it is picking up west of Ann Arbor around Jackson and over I-94. That's tracking to the northeast and moving over I-96, approaching the Howell and Brighton area over Stockbridge, and that's moving again to the northeast. So the rain could be picking up and become heavy around Fowlerville by about 6:43, Howell at 6:48, and it's going to be a morning that is just wet, rainy, and cold. Temperatures will stay in the 40s. We have plenty more rain to go from the southwest. We'll likely get more broken showers by this afternoon, but yellow is for caution, and I would use some caution this morning. The roads are wet, and the roads are likely to stay wet the rest of the day. Temperatures are only in the 40s, around 46 for our high temperature today. The winds also could be gusting around 30 miles per hour, so getting ready to head out the door, grab an umbrella, rain boots, a raincoat, all a good idea today. It's going to be chilly, windy, and wet.
And take it slow because those roads will be wet no matter where you're headed. We're seeing hydroplaning, lots of other issues. A quick reminder that we do have Connor and French ramps closed to 94 westbound through mid-November. You can use Gratiot to get onto I-94.
Breaking news just into the newsroom. The mystery of Steve Yzerman's future may be over today.
Here's what we just learned. The Red Wings great and the team's general manager, Ken Holland, will be holding a news conference later today. Yzerman stepped down as the general manager of the Tampa Bay Lightning in September. He's been working as an advisor with the team ever since, but rumors have been swirling about Yzerman's imminent return to Detroit. Hockey Town, that's us here. The news conference will be at Little Caesars Arena at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll be there. We'll let you know what we happen. We'll try to get the scoop before that, of course. But my goodness, how exciting. Steve Yzerman, the possibility of him coming back to Detroit.
Red Wings fans are out of their minds with the possibilities. We will keep you posted on that breaking news.